Elbaf is witnessing its destruction. More nightmare monsters are being created by the Holy Knights, and even after doing everything they could, people of Elbaf are losing the fight to the destructive force of the world government. But after a long absence in the manga, we finally go back to Luffy's group, who feel a demonic aura of a certain someone coming from above, a haki that surprised even powerhouses like Loki and Gaban. That demonic haki is none other than the almighty Emu Samas, who's going nuts on mainland Elbaf, and Luffy, after munching on meat and being on vacation, will come back on mainland Elbaf and for the very first time face Emu head on. And amongst all this chaos, Loki might finally get unchained fully, unlike the last time, but can we still trust Loki after what he did when he got released for the first time? What I really think would happen is that Loki will get unlocked and he might target Emu because Emu is in Gunko's body. And he may confuse both of them and beat the crap out of Emu because what Gunko did to him when he was chained. Emu might go back and the entire narrative might shift back to Loki. At this point, it does feel like we can trust Loki because he won't be focused on burning Elbaf down unlike the last time, and instead focusing on taking revenge against Gunko. Because Loki did say that they would need his power, and seeing how much of a beast he is, even in chains, what is currently happening on Elbaf can only be stopped by him and Luffy. And they both know what is happening now because Chopper fell down saving Gaban and Luffy sensed it. Now I couldn't figure out, is it that their observation haki clicked in, or is it that Luffy used the voice of all things, because even Luffy doesn't know how he was able to figure out its Chopper specifically. This can also be an unknown feat of observation haki that you know or feel someone when they are around you, but let's wait until further explanation. As soon as Chopper arrives, Luffy gets to know that this dude is one of the wings of the Pirate King, and Gaban, even when injured, wanted to correct them and say he's number 2, not 3. Typical Sanji behavior. But suddenly all of them feel a demonic conqueror's haki burst, a haki that traveled from the sun realm to the realm of dead. So you guys can understand how big its radius is, because Elbaf is a really big place. And they all plan to go up because in Sun World, Emu is unleashing his Conqueror's Haki and using his ability to turn every giant into a demon using his Othello powers. Hey guys, if you have watched till here and you enjoyed this, consider subscribing. Thanks if you did, and if you didn't, that's fine as well. Back to the video. And the giants are switching their personalities as well. Dory and Groggy have literally went from being the most friendliest giants to wanting to destroy Elbaf in pieces, and the kids have fallen asleep again because Qillingham, who is now in his human hybrid form, is opening a nightmare vision where more nightmare demons come out, which are made by these children's nightmare who are currently sleepwalking, and the demons who were cut down by giants are also reviving themselves. And this just makes Qillingham the central antagonist of this arc, which I never expected, because his fruit is really doing wonders. He can summon as many demons as he can revive as many demons as he can, and the only weakness to them is that they will eventually destroy themselves because they are creatures of malice. Imagine that you have so much malice that you self-destruct, and that's the only way that kills you. Fitting for an army of demons, I guess. Also, one specific thing I noticed is that his Zoan clouds are white. Usually the antagonists have black clouds around them, and white clouds only appeared in Luffy and Yamato's case. Is this Oda hinting that Qillingham might also turn against Emu? I mean, that would be fun, but let's wait till a confirmation arrives. Emu commands Qillingham to keep going until Elbaf's spirit is crushed. Had not Harald blundered in that moment, Elbaf would have already been under Emu. So this means Emu knew Harald, and now that this is confirmed, plus what Loki has been trying to tell us all this time, Loki's arrival to Elbaf will 100% trigger a flashback, and the only thing I can see that happened is that Harald denied Emu, so Emu turned him into a demon, just like Dory and Groggy, and Loki had to kill him so he doesn't affect other people through his Othello powers, and got framed as a traitor, I guess. Because even though it has been implied that he has killed his dad, Luffy is still hanging out with him like a friend. Even if there is no logic or we don't know the story, Luffy's sense of people is not and the fact that he has been hanging out with Loki is enough to say that he's a good guy. Also, Loki's Discord friend Mosa called him and said his hands are full right now and thanks homie for everything and just cut the call. And it might be because of what's happening on Elbaf. Now we still don't know who this Mosa man is, but looking at the transponder snail, it looks like an old guy. Who knows, maybe it's Jarl in disguise or some other dude. But yeah, that's one more storyline which I completely forgot. But the goofing around phase is finished, and Luffy might finally face IMU after all this time and get to know about his existence. It's already shown to us that the only thing the Holy Knights fear is the Sun God, or Luffy. But Gungo specifically stated that it's Nika who she's scared of, and knowing how IMU trembled while feeling Joy Boy's haki, I don't think so IMU will hunt Luffy. He may even vanish and go back to Marijo after witnessing Joy Boy, because the only reason he's this hyper confident and doing whatever he wants is because he's unaware of Luffy's presence on Elbaf. And after seeing the One Piece mural, all I can think of is that line, they will surely meet again. Because one of the possibilities of what they can mean is Luffy, Joy Boy or Nika meeting IMU once again. Or finally, like, as we don't really know about Nika, and it seems like Joy Boy never reached to IMU because it's implied a lot of times that he failed and everyone is apologizing to him. And I even speculated in the last video that maybe Joy Boy went against his own allies because IMU turned everyone into a demon, and that's why he had to face 20 kingdoms in the first place. So now it's Luffy's turn, and he will finally face the demon himself face to face. But that's just my assumption. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.